it's Bunny, and who is ready for a tea vlog? I'll wait for you to get your tea. I have mine so that we can sippy together. I don't know why I'm like sitting in the crouch position today. It's like I could pounce at any moment. Are you ready for that? I kind of felt like just chit-chatting with you guys today because you're all my personal friends. And I don't know, I've been thinking thoughts lately. Imagine that. By the way, I never know, and you should leave me a comment down below. Should I shut this thing? Doesn't that look so much darker though? That's kind of like sitting in a cave. I don't know. I like to have this with the light, but then it kind of casts bizarre shadows on my face. Today, in my tea vlog, we're going to talk about hobbies. And I almost said past life experiences, but I don't quite mean that. I mean like in your life, like past experiences. Okay, you guys, something has been driving me crazy like for the past couple of months, and I can't decide if I want to start doing it again or not. I don't know if I've ever talked about this on my channel before or not, but like my entire childhood, like I think from age like 7 or 8, like way up on into high school, I rode horses constantly. It was like the focal point of my life, and I really kind of gave it up probably about like my sophomore year of high school is when I really kind of started quitting because I was way more into like drama stuff. And I don't know if I have any fellow equestrians on the Swamp family, but anybody who's ever like owned a horse or done like, you know, I was into all the shows and everything like that. So anybody that's like into it like that deep, like it's a huge like time consuming monster. It's like really the only hobby that you can have if you're involved in it. I even had a horse. I mean, I still have him, but I don't board him at a local stable anymore because like anything around here is so much more expensive. And we have a family friend who has like a big ranch, and so my horse is retired out there. I mean, he's very, very old at this point. He's like, I want to say he's like 15 now, maybe even a little bit older, but his name's D'Artagnan, after the character from Three Musketeers. So anyway, I don't know. It was just like a magical time in my childhood, and all growing up, like I was just obsessed with like classical literature. Like I was obsessed with the Three Musketeers, like just probably to like an unhealthy level. Like I don't even know how many times I read that book, and it's about as thick as the Bible, and I read it like cover to cover so many times. My mom and I, we used to like read books together. It was so much fun. And so I read like Three Musketeers over and over again, and Count of Monte Cristo. Oh my God, I'm so obsessed with that story. I'm still obsessed with that, sorry. And you know, anything in the Three Musketeers, like the trilogy, maybe there's 4. I don't know, like the whole like Man in the Iron Mask thing. Oh my God, like I've been dying to watch that movie lately. It's not even on Netflix, and like just my obsession with that. I don't know. Duh. Blah, blah, blah. Just so many topics. We are just getting off topic today. But I don't know, you guys, like it's just been like creeping back up in my mind. I guess like the idea first came to me about a year ago, and I was like, why did I quit riding horses? And like, I know why. I don't know. I kind of got like, and this is gonna sound, but once again, you know, anxiety. First moments in my life that I felt like real fear, and I guess I just felt like, because it had like personal, non-personal relevance in my life, was when Christopher Reeves fell off that horse and broke his neck. Oh my God, like it totally was like, I don't know, I became like paranoid that I was gonna suffer some horrible major injury, even though I never did competitive jumping. I never did jumping whatsoever unless I was on like trail rides and we were like jumping over just like stiff. Okay, I need to get out of crouch mode right now. My ankles are like, please stop. I did mainly English style. I started out riding like Western style, which this will probably only make sense like if you're into horsebacky type things. But the Western style is like the saddle that you see in like most Western movies, where it's got like the saddle horn, the thing that sticks up off the front of the saddle, you know? And then English is like super thin, and you do this thing called posting when the horse is trotting, and you have to like post at a certain time. And if you don't do it right, they like count off major points at any horseback riding competition. So I don't know, it's all this technical stuff. And then I really loved and was starting to get into dressage, which is like all this crazy stuff where you hold like 6 reins at once and you get the horse to do all kinds of crazy little things, and the picking up of the legs and all the kinds of stuff like that. So I'm just kind of like questioning like getting back into doing some horseback riding, like maybe just, I don't know. And then it's like I want to get a horse like suddenly, and like all the time at night I'm on the internet just scrolling, like looking at different horses, and Dogman will be like, what are you looking at? And I'm like, ponies! And just like, not really ponies, but ponies! Okay, this is just for the horse people, but I've always wanted like an Andalusian horse, you know, the ones with the fantastic hair in the front and the hair, and they're really the horses that's meant for like dressage type stuff. But I don't know, like the old stable that I used to ride at, it's like right around here, and I keep having dreams about this stuff and these people every night, and it's like driving me crazy. And like, you know, when it's like you want to go and you want to like see somebody, or you want to go somewhere that you haven't been in like 10 years, and you just, it's like this whole nervousness thing that's like stopping me from going, because I'm like, oh my God, like I'm like, what if they don't remember me at all? Like, I don't know how I'd feel about that. You know what I'm saying? Like, what do you do? Like, just what's the impression gonna be that people are gonna have of you, of like, you know, like 10 years later, probably more than 10 years of just like going back and being like, hidey ho there, and like just like, I don't know, like would it be awkward? Would it be cool? You don't know until you try. And like I'm just stuck at this phase, and I kind of want to go today. I want to go and just like walk and like touch the ponies. And like, I don't know, maybe I should just start out with lessons and like see if I can even do anything anymore. Like, I'm curious to know, like, would I just remember it all, or would I have to like work really hard at it? I don't know. Has this ever happened to anybody before? I never played any sports or anything in school whatsoever. They tried to get me to do track. They tried to get me to run, and that didn't happen. I don't really like to run. I always did equestrian sports. The only other sport that I ever did, which I don't know if even people would count this as a sport, but I also did fencing and like stabbing people with swords with masks on, and that was a lot of fun, but I only did that for like 2 years. And when I was a wee child, I did ice skating. So this is just like a list of all my hobbies. But then pretty much once I did like acting full time, like I just like shut it down, and like that's all I did. But I don't know, I kind of miss it, and I miss doing all the fun things, and I don't know, like it was just always a really rewarding experience, because like I'd been with the same instructor for a super long time, and so like sometimes they would stick me on these like mildly untrained semi-wild horses, and it would just be so cool to just like work with an animal over and over and over again, and then kind of like you're the one that does a little bit of the training, or a little bit of like the finessing, I guess you could say, to like get them ready for shows or classes. And it was just like so cool to have a hand in all that. I don't know, it was a lot of fun. I'm thinking about doing it. I think I've said that like 700 times in this video. So I don't know, I just kind of wanted to talk to you guys. I could start doing pony vlogs. I think it might just be like something fun to get back into, especially since fall is coming, because that's the only thing that I remembered like drove me crazy, is because every single time, like before you get on a horse, you have to do all the grooming and everything. And just in the summer in Texas, this part of Texas at least, it is like grueling heat. Like you're just standing in like no air conditioning, 100 and something plus degrees outside, like brushing a horse, like in the sun. And I don't know if I'm ready for that. I don't know if I'm quite ready for that level of commitment again. But now that like fall is approaching, maybe I should just like go take some lessons again or something and get back into it. I don't know. Have any of you guys done something like a hobby and you quit for a really long time and then you got back into it? Or did you ever quit a hobby and then regret quitting that hobby? Is there any going back? Have I passed my expiration date? I don't know. This has been the longest tea vlog ever, and maybe most of you might find this kind of pointless, but I don't know. I just love talking to you guys. I feel like I'm talking to you all right now. I enjoy it. I hope you enjoy it as well. Sip break. I might go out there right now in my state of like naked face and like looking terrible. That's so ridiculous. I don't know. See, society. Like, I feel like I should have like a full face of makeup on and everything else, but like my eye, can you guys tell that my eyes are so swollen? Like, I'm having such bad allergy attacks right now. Like, no one wants to know this, but like where I live, the ragweed right now is like off the Richter scale. Like, they can't even measure it. And so I think all the allergies just are centrally located in my retinas. It's just all culminating right here into a beautiful, beautiful thing. I don't know. I filmed a get ready video yesterday, and like after that, like my eye was like just unfortunate. But you should all read The Count of Monte Cristo and The Three Musketeers, because those are great books. Okay, I love you guys so much. I've been talking forever. I'm sorry for that. Hope you enjoyed it. Leave me a comment down below. Like this video if you feel like it. I love just any kind of interaction from you guys, especially when y'all tell me your personal life stories down below, because then I can read them and get to know you better. And I will see y'all tomorrow. Bye.